Alright, what is up and welcome. KPlus Gaming Corner, and we are back at it again with some more Outriders. I'm here with my Technomancer playing around with the Plague Sower set. Got my hands on some new earpieces, so I want to see what we can do with it. And going right into it, let's see if we can kind of explain what we're trying to do. So in terms of the skills, doing Cold Snap, Blighted Rounds, Fixing Wave. Fixing Wave is going to be pretty much our reload mechanic. We'll get to that in just a second. For the class tree, going mostly up top, I'm not doing the Blighted Turret, so don't really need this, the Empowering Antenna. And I'm trying to keep the activating of the Blighted Rounds to a minimum. So we're not going to be really activating any DK skills enough for this to mean anything. So we leave the capstone off. We're going up to Purge, so we're getting our extra, let me see, some damage against enemies afflicted with Toxic. And so basically what I'm doing, I'm coming down here, want to make sure we get our extra critical damage. We get an Exposing Toxin, so the Toxic that we're inflicting on enemy is inflicting the vulnerable status, and we're making that a little bit more effective. Coming down here, since we're doing Cold Snap, we're making that a little bit more useful in terms of enemies afflicted with Freeze are now getting 10% more damage. Then I'm coming down here, I want to grab a little bit more Resistance Piercing because I have Toxic Piercer, which we'll get to the gear in a second. But that's pretty much the class tree. In terms of the packs tree, going pretty much bottom packs. We want to get to Burrowing Charge, so our critical shots are doing some extra anomaly power damage. Hasten Influence is getting our cooldowns and our skills back a little bit faster, and then we're getting a little bit more weapon damage based on our weapon leech. Going into the weapons and the gear. As of right now, I'm playing around with this Emerald Chaos. We got Nicola's Revenge going, Noxious Spawns, which is really helpful based on the set bonus, which I'll get to in a second. Then I threw on Fortress. So with the set bonus, pretty much we're applying Toxic to gain some damage reduction. Gonna stack up to is at about 25% damage reduction and up to 50% firepower bonus. So as long as we keep getting Toxic on the enemies, we're getting some nice buffs. We got the Plague Sower Skull, which I threw on Sharp Eye there. We get Radical Therapy for 8% damage against enemies afflicted with Toxic. Dead Clock, which is fine. Could use a better mod there, but it's far from a dead mod. We're getting weapon damage bonuses for each skill that's on cooldown. It's helpful. It's fine. Finally got my hands on a good Plague Sower's Coat. That helps with this build. We got Stare into the Barrel here, so each enemy in close range is boosting our firepower. Threw on Euthanizer here for some extra damage to enemies afflicted with Toxic, and then To the Bone is going to help pretty much the anomaly damage, basically our weapon mods. Gonna help there. Looking for another pair of Plague Sower trousers. These ones are fine for now. We got Virulent Compound, so we're dealing a little bit extra damage against elites afflicted with Toxic. And then I threw on Quartermaster. Like I said, this is how we're reloading. Every time we do our Fixing Wave, we're reloading our Blighted Rounds. Spare Mag is not as useful as it could be in this particular build because with Quartermaster we don't really need it. I guess this is just in case thing, but it is what it is. Using the Gauntlets of the Cannonball, we finally find a way to use some cannonball pieces. These, because it comes with Captain Hunter and we get the bonus firepower here, through on Icicle Storm. And these came with Dum Dum Bullets. Just to wrap things up, we got some purple boots. These with Circle of Power. I'm also in the hunt for a better pair of boots. But like I said, we got Toxic Piercer here, so the Toxic is being increased by 25% of our Resistance Piercing. Like I said, we got some extra Resistance Piercing in our class tree. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm running right now. And oh, Jago, you get a salute as well. Felt like this could have used one more New Horizons type of DLC or something like that, you know? One more. I don't think that would have been too much to ask. But, oh well. But that's why I'm like starting to branch out a little bit and look at some of these you know, that's why Redfall was something that kind of had my interest for a little while. Because I'm like, I'm still... Like, I need a new good looter shooter. Again, why I'm looking forward to Diablo. I'm like, I'm just going to sink my teeth into that. And we're also kind of right around the corner from other games that I'm looking for, like Armored Core 6. I believe that's going to be in August. And Remnant 2 should be either late August or sometime in September. So next couple months should be a good time. A lot of things I'm looking forward to. Although I'm not sure exactly what to expect with Armored Core 6. I mean, I've seen all the previews and the reviews and all that kind of stuff, but just like with Diablo 4, with the Armored Core series, this is kind of my first foray into these things. Like Diablo I've known about for a long time, but I think I'm relatively new to the Armored Core stuff. Where my only connection to that is like, oh, this is FromSoft. Okay, cool. Otherwise, I don't know too much about it. Nor have I played many other mech type. All right. Looks like we did our thing. Double T, you came in like halfway through, so this is impressive. Impressive. And, although, you know, keeping in mind, let's see, you are a maxed out 75. I'm getting there as a 72. Abu, you are a 70. So, yeah, it makes sense in terms of how everything shook out. Jesus. 476 fixing waves. Quite a bit. A lot of cold snaps. You did 450. Damn. I think we were there the whole time, though, so that these numbers look funny, but it's like, yeah, keep in mind that was an entire trial, but damn. Chip off the old block. Oh, so you are using chip off the old block. All right, cool. Cool. Concussive force. Yeah. The concussive set. Man, I need to get back to it, because that was one that I was having a lot of fun with it. Especially the chip off the old block. It's like a really, really fun skill to be using. On my end, damn, that Nicholas Revenge, boy. Dude, Noxious Spawns did his thing. Everything kind of fits into place. The only thing is, I want to get my Toxic to perform a little bit better than Double T. You are, yeah, in a short amount of time, you did a lot. Yeah, your little bit of pain was doing its thing. All right, cool. Oh, Double Time, you said thanks for the run. It's 5 a.m. now, so I'm going to bed. Jesus. One final salute. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with us for the evening.